Black holes are everywhere in modern science. Some of them are nearby, and some of them are really far away, but they're all around us. And that means that there's always the chance that our Earth might run into one. But what if Earth passed through a black hole's accretion disk? Could we survive such an event, or would it destroy us? This is Spatial Currents, and today we're answering the extraordinary question. What if Earth passed through a black hole's accretion disk? First, let us explain black holes and accretion disks, because these are pretty extreme concepts, and we need to fully understand them before diving into the main event. A black hole is simply a region in spacetime where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape its pull. It's basically a cosmic drain, and anything that gets too close will inevitably be pulled in. The boundary of this region is called the event horizon, and once something crosses that point, it can never come back out. It's gone forever. Now, black holes can form when a massive star collapses at the end of its life, or they can be the result of the merger of two neutron stars or two black holes. They come in a variety of sizes ranging from a few miles across to billions of miles across, and they possess an incredible amount of mass. That mass warps the fabric of spacetime around it, creating a deep gravitational well that can trap and crush anything that comes too close. Now, while black holes don't technically suck things in, it's more accurate to say that they have a very strong pull. Objects near a black hole appear to be stuck on its surface due to the curvature of spacetime caused by its immense gravity. And due to this effect, matter near a black hole seems to slow down. From the perspective of an outside observer, it appears that objects are frozen in time on the event horizon. However, if an object were to cross the event horizon, it would continue to fall into the singularity at the center of the black hole. As it approaches the singularity, the gravitational forces become increasingly stronger until they are strong enough to tear the object apart. But black holes aren't just incredibly dense and heavy. They're also insanely hot. The stuff around them heats up to millions of degrees and releases high energy radiation. This makes a black hole's accretion disk one of the most extreme environments in the universe. Okay, now let's look at an accretion disk. These are large, flat structures of matter that form around black holes or other celestial objects, such as young stars or white dwarfs. They are made up of gas, dust, and other material that has been pulled in by the gravity of the black hole and is heated to millions of degrees by friction and collisions between particles. And that's key, because it's here where things get really extreme. When Earth entered the disk, our planet would be met with unimaginable temperatures. Our world couldn't handle those conditions for very long. Within a few minutes after passing through the outer regions of the accretion disk, Earth's atmosphere would be stripped away by the intense radiation. This process would start off slowly, but would quickly pick up the pace as Earth approached the inner regions of the disk, where the temperatures are the highest. The sky would glow with a brilliant, blinding colors as a thick layer of plasma formed around the planet. This plasma would be superheated, and electrically charged particles in the Earth's magnetic field would be carried along with it. The intense heat would cause the oceans to boil away into space. Under such extreme conditions, Earth's magnetic field would collapse and the intense radiation would fry electronic devices, causing widespread blackouts. The friction generated by the plasma would heat up Earth's crust, leading to the possible cracking of the planet's surface. Such a cataclysmic event would cause the extinction of all life on Earth, including humans. And here's where things get wild. Over billions of years, Earth could be completely torn apart by the black hole's gravitational forces and scattered throughout the galaxy. But there's a slight chance that our planet could survive this ordeal and remain in one piece. If Earth somehow managed to pass through the accretion disk without being ripped apart, it would be left in a very precarious position. While it may not be immediately destroyed, it would be extremely unlikely to remain intact for very long. Eventually, the black hole would tear Earth apart and send it hurtling towards the singularity. At that point, nothing would be able to stop Earth from being pulled into the black hole and being destroyed. In short, if Earth passed through a black hole's accretion disk, it would face unimaginable temperatures, radiation, and gravitational forces that would likely cause the planet to be destroyed. In short, the chances of survival for Earth in this scenario are extremely slim. It would take several days for civilization to completely collapse due to the extreme conditions created by the black hole's accretion disk. But ultimately, Earth would be destroyed. There are many possibilities that could arise from such an event, but ultimately, the outcome for Earth would be catastrophic. However, there is a small possibility that Earth could survive the encounter with the black hole and remain intact. If this were to happen, it would be a very rare occurrence and the odds of survival would be extremely low. But who knows? Maybe there's a tiny chance that we could make it through this cosmic catastrophe without a scratch. This is pure speculation, but it's fun to think about what might happen in such an unlikely scenario. What if there was a space station at the edge of the accretion disk that could harness the power of the black hole as a near limitlessly energy source? How would that work, and could humanity survive there? Well, it's actually a fascinating idea and has been explored in science fiction stories before. One example is the TV show The Expanse, which features a space station powered by a nearby black hole. The idea is that you can safely siphon off some of the energy from the accretion disk without getting too close to the black hole itself. By using advanced technology, it should be possible to capture the energy of the accretion disk and convert it into a usable form such as electricity. This could provide a nearly limitless supply of energy that could be used to power a space station or even an entire city. However, it would require advanced technology that we currently do not have. We would need to develop new ways to harness the energy of the accretion disk and protect ourselves from the harsh environment of space. It would also require careful planning and management of the black hole's energy output to ensure that it does not cause any damage to the surrounding area. Overall, it is a very speculative idea that is currently beyond our technological capabilities. However, it is still a fascinating concept to think about. If we ever develop the technology to harness the power of black holes, it could revolutionize the way we use energy and power our world. So, what would a black hole accretion disk feel like? Well, the short answer is that it would feel like certain death. The temperature of a black hole accretion disk can reach millions of degrees Celsius, hot enough to vaporize anything that gets too close. You'd be met with incredibly high energy radiation that would rip apart atoms and molecules, leaving nothing but a cloud of plasma. The gravity of the black hole would be thousands, if not millions times greater than the Earth's gravity, crushing anything that came too close. The intense pressure and heat would cause the complete breakdown of matter, turning it into a soup of subatomic particles. All of this would happen in a fraction of a second, leaving nothing but a void where Earth once stood. Ultimately, the exact experience of passing through a black hole accretion disk is impossible to know because it never happened before, and there is no way to simulate it. However, we can use our knowledge of physics to make an educated guess. And the bottom line is that it wouldn't be a fun ride. It's easy to understand why black holes are such fascinating objects. They represent the ultimate in cosmic power, and their extreme properties challenge our understanding of the universe. But they also have a certain mystique and allure that captures the imagination. Perhaps it is the idea of a place where the laws of physics as we know them break down, or maybe it is the mystery of what lies beyond the event horizon. Whatever the reason, black holes continue to captivate scientists and the general public alike. And as we learn more about them, we can only marvel at the awesome power of nature. And with that ends today's episode. We hope you enjoyed learning more about black holes and accretion disks and what would happen if Earth passed through one. It's important to remember that while these events are rare, they do happen in our universe, and studying them helps us better understand the world around us. So keep looking up and keep asking questions. Now it's time for you to make your voice heard. What cosmic what if would you like us to tackle next? Be sure to leave your suggestions in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.